Oh, ini ada pesan sponsor, bentar. Ya, kita record biar bisa belajar ulang. Selamat malam semuanya. Terima kasih yang udah kenalan di kolom chat, dari mana aja asalnya. Dan juga kayaknya banyak teman-teman yang sudah pernah hadir di Leader Stack sebelumnya. Semoga setiap bulan ini jadi satu kerinduan gitu ya. Kalau nggak datang ke Leader Stack jadi kangen kan. Jadi satu kegiatan rutin buat Anda di minggu pertama setiap bulan. Ya, dan pastinya kalau ada yang teman-teman yang baru, saya kepingin tanya dulu nih, teman-teman yang baru pertama kali ikutan sama Leader Stock nih, siapa ya? Anda boleh tulis yes saya atau ya saya yes atau ya atau y gitu ya di kolom chat sehingga kami tahu dan kami bisa bisa kenalan sama Anda. Halo Pak Febi apa tuh Bu Febi? Bu Yanti. Saya Melisa, thank you. Sigit baru pertama kali. Oh, this is the first time, the first people who come to Leaders Talk, Raymond. Oh, banyak juga yang baru ya. Welcome teman-teman yang baru. Terima kasih. Nah, Leaders Talk ini sebenarnya kita punya setiap bulan ya. Berarti buat yang baru saya kayak masih kenalan dulu. Nama saya Amelia dari Sinergia Konsultan dan hari ini saya jadi host Anda, bukan saya pematerinya, tapi saya jadi host Anda. Dan ya happy Anda ada di sini. Semoga nanti ke depannya setiap bulan kita bisa belajar sama-sama di Leaders Talk ya. Waduh, terima kasih Bu Riva, Bu Cita, Pak Prabas Woro. Wah, namanya lengkap. Oke, saya nggak mau berpanjang-panjang ya, tapi walaupun masih ada teman-teman yang nyusul-nyusul, datang-datang baru masuk-masuk, tapi karena udah jam 7 juga, saya kepingin Anda punya waktu banyak, karena pemateri kita yang satu ini spesial sih. Dan mungkin buat beberapa Anda sudah sempat dengar-dengar atau sempat googling, sempat cari ini siapa ya yang akan sharing malam hari ini. Beliau ini mentor saya di beberapa area, termasuk kalau teman-teman melihat di Sinergia, saya banyak membawakan proses fasilitasi. Beliau ini salah satu mentor saya dalam tempat saya belajar tentang fasilitasi. Jadi ini sebutlah ya kakek guru gitu. Kan dia nggak paham nih. Jadi sebut aja kakek guru. Gak apa-apa, udah pensiun juga gitu. Dan saya apresiasi banget karena malam hari ini beliau bersedia saya culik untuk membawakan sesi di sini. Karena Raymond ini, mentor saya ini, beliau sebenarnya adalah pensiunan dari akademi militernya di Singapura. Jadi dia tinggal di Singapura, bukan di Indonesia. Ya. Tapi lucunya juga nanti kalau Anda sempat berkenalan dengan dia lebih jauh, dia itu pemain musik. Wah, itu kombinasi yang seru banget kan. Jadi dia suka main musik. No worry, Raymond. I said the good things about you, and I also introduce you as a pipa. How you call it, pipa player? Ya, pipa itu instrumen, teman-teman. Belum tahu toh, nanti googling ya. Kalau Anda or you can go to Raymond's Facebook profile, and then you will see how he play pipa so well. Nah, jadi malam hari ini dia saya culik gitu untuk sharing ke kita, karena pengalamannya itu banyak banget, terutama memberikan pelatihan leadership itu ke berbagai instansi ya, organisasi, nggak cuman perusahaan, tapi juga organisasi-organisasi pemerintahan seperti itu. Nah, kayaknya sayang kalau saya pernah belajar sama satu orang mentor yang bagus, kok saya tidak kenalkan ke Anda. Ya. Suara saya kayak... Ya, yes. You use the microphone. Sorry, double. Oke. Nah, Bapak Ibu semua. Okay. If you open your microphone, my My
My
voice
voice
double.
double.
Betul nggak?
Betul nggak?
Ya.
Ya
Ya,
betul Bu, betul double.
double.
Okay now?
Okay.
Is it okay?
No,
No, I
I can hear
hear
my
my
voice from your
from your
microphone.
microphone.
Okay, wait.
Ya, no
Yeah,
worry.
no worry.
Oke, so teman-teman, ini serunya. Tadi udah cek sound padahal. Sekali lagi buat teman-teman di sini, saya tuh mau menyapa gitu ya. Kalau tadi saya menyapa yang belum pernah hadir atau yang pertama kali hadir di Leader Talk sambil kita siapin mikrofonnya Raymond. Saya mau tanya siapa yang sudah paling tidak 3 kali hadir ya dalam Leader Talk ini. Ini kali ketiga Anda hadir gitu. Boleh tuliskah di kolom chat kali ketiga Anda hadir. Ada nggak ya? Baru 1 kali, 2 kali. Tapi apakah ada yang sudah 3 kali hadir? Oh, ada juga. Udah 3 kali hadir. Thank you. 2 kali Pak Dede, terima kasih. Oh, ini pengakuan tapi menuliskan ya. Bapak Ibu yang lain, oh baru 1 kali, 2 kali, 2 kali. Oke. Saya percaya banget kalau Anda hadir ke sekian kalinya, Bapak Ibu, terima kasih. Kalau hadir ke sekian kalinya artinya ada hal baik yang Anda terima dan itu melegakan saya. Kalau saya lega, saya bahagia. Kalau saya bahagia, imunitas saya naik gitu ya. Semoga imunitas Anda juga naik malam ini karena happy. Ada Pak Dede dari RSAB, jadi benar-benar gitu ya. Oke, so Bapak Ibu, kita akan langsung aja karena udah, saya yakin Anda udah nggak sabar untuk belajar. So Raymond, are you ready? I already introduced about you, the good
Thank
things,
you. Yeah.
my mentor, my lause, my teacher in facilitating, and also how your experience in the army and how you facilitate a lot of organization. So the stage is yours.
Thank you so much.
Let's give a heart for Raymond. Yes, please.
Thank you so much. Yeah. So yes, I'm very excited since this morning, and this morning I went for my blood donation. So this is my 28 times for my blood donations. So after blood donations, a little bit tired, but I know that this evening I will still be able to share my passion, and my energy will be still high.
Wait.
Right?
Tell us. What is your age?
My age? Maybe you can in the chat room and you type what is your guess, and if you guess correctly, Emilia will give some prizes to them. Yeah.
Okay, you can guess Raymond's age.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So maybe just give you some clue. I like Emilia say that I was working with the Singapore Air Force for 27 years. So 27 years, and after I retired from the Air Force, so I started my company, and now this is my 13 years. So 27 plus 13, that is already 40 years. So you can just do some guess. Yeah, some people type 53, 68. Oh no, do I look so old? Yeah, 63, 53, 55, 62, 58, maybe 50s. Yeah. Okay, I am 59 this year. 59. Right, yeah. Is it 57?
59, 59.
59.
Okay, you looks 57. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So thank you for giving me this opportunity to share something that I am always very passionate about, the 4 elements. If you can see behind me over there, so these are all my 4 elements: earth, air, water, fire. So I like to talk about earth, air, water, fire. I like to even that I have my lotion, my perfume, everything is in earth, air, water, fire. I have Mars also in Earth, Air, Water, Fire. Yeah. Okay, I will share now. I will start to do some sharing. So I know everyone is waiting. Yeah, I also don't want to take up too much time. Yeah, is the PowerPoint slides on already? Can you see now? Thank you. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So tonight we are going to talk about leadership. I know that many of you say that, hey, so how can we use? So what is this? The Tetraelements of leadership success. All right. Yeah. So I'm not too sure. Is that everyone is from Indonesia? I have been to Indonesia many times. Yeah. So if it's anybody else from any different countries, maybe you can inside the chat room. You can also type where are you from. So even you are from Indonesia, I have been to Jakarta. I've been to Bali. I have been to Bandung. Yeah. So I have been to Surabaya. I've been to quite a few places in Indonesia when I was still in the Air Force. Yeah, so if you can just type it in, where are you from? Yeah, so that we know that where are the people coming from. Yeah, so some of you have not met each other. Yeah, all right. Yeah, so this is like Emilia said that I was in the Air Force, Republic of Singapore Air Force for 27 years, and after that the rest is not important. All right. Yeah. Emilia also said that I play pipa. So that the pictures here, this is the picture that is a pipa that I'm holding. So that is the instrument I play. I do not work every day, so I like to work at the same time I enjoy my life. So when I left the Air Force in 2007, I started to work less. So instead of working every day, I only work about maybe 5 days or 6 days a month. And the rest of the time I play music, I go massage, I go facial, I do my fingernails. Maybe you can see my fingernails. Yeah, so I do manicure, pedicure. I enjoy my life. Yeah, and also that I do a lot of charity work. So the picture on the top right, so this is something that every year I do charity work. I give back to the society. I help people. So like now COVID, during the COVID, I also donate some money to my friends in Malaysia. So there's a lot of people that also very difficult. So I donate some money to Malaysia, and this is how I give back to the society. All right, and the bottom left, on the bottom left, this is one of the video that someone interviewed me, talk about my story, and I wrote a book, Pathway to Success. So I was also invited to the radio station to talk about my journey. All right, so this is some of the story. Yeah, so what is this four elements? So if you look at this picture, do you like this picture? If you like this picture, go to the chat and just type 1. So I know that how many people like this picture. If you don't like this picture, you just type 2. If you're not sure, you just type number 3. All right. So number 1 means you like. 2 means that you don't like. Number 3 means that you don't know. All right. Yeah. So these are the picture. So the 4 elements, the Tetra map, use the nature and then to look at how we behave. So you look at me, I have a lot of energy. You look at Emilia, and with a lot of energy, and then some people is very quiet and they speak slow and they speak very monotonous. All right, so different kind of people will behave differently. Yeah, so these 4 elements help us that to get to know, hey, this person, okay, and this is how he leads and this is how he behave. All right, so this 4 element is a way that get to know people very quickly. Yeah, so you can see that the 4 elements, there are many things about 4 elements. So what I want to show it to you is that this one, these are all my collections. This is what I have. So Emilia, you can see that on the top left hand corner. This is my essential oil. This is my essential oil, and here these are my the what you call the perfume. Yeah, the perfume, right? So this is by Victoria's Secret. These 4 bottles, Victoria's Secret, the perfume, right? I have my water bottle. So this is my water bottle of Earth, Water, Fire. Over here, the bottom left, you can see my hand lotion. My hand lotion, I have Earth, Water, Fire. The rose, specially made. I have my bracelet, Earth, Water, Fire. My food, everything. I like to look at all the Earth, Water, Fire. So people say, hey, Raymond, you're crazy, everything about earth, air, water, fire. Yeah, but so what is that for, right? So earth, air, water, fire, how is it linked to leadership, right? So what is leadership? How is this earth, air, water, fire linked to leadership? And that's something that I will share with everyone tonight. Right? So if you're ready, you just type 111. I know that you're ready. Right? You can just type 1 so that I know that yes, you're looking forward and you know what you want to learn about what is leadership with the 4 elements. All right. So leadership, there are many things. If you just Google, they come up many different definitions. All right. So tonight we are not going to talk about the definitions. So for me is, so what is definition? But important is that when I look at you, when I look at, for example, just now I have opportunity to talk to Sanjaya. Yeah, so very short that I talk to Sanjaya and I know and I see that how he talk to people, how he interact with people. All right. So this is how I see that. Don't want theory. We do not need theory. We want to be able to identify, to look at persons. All right, the leaders. All right. Yeah. So here, and these are the 4 elements. So what is 4 elements? People ask me, Raymond, you keep talking about 4 elements. So here is a very quick summary. If you want the PowerPoint slides for tonight, don't worry. You can ask from Amelia at the end of this sharing, and she will be able to give you the PowerPoint slides. All right. So because we only have 1 hour, I want to share with you a little bit more. If you have more, so we have some maybe 10 to 15 minutes for questions. All right. Is it okay? Thank you so much. Right. Yeah. So you can see that over here, the earth elements, these are a person, the leader. He's very firm. So he do things, he want to do it, and very steady, very stable. All right. Good at decision making. So he's not afraid of taking risk. So anything not sure, he will try. So that's an earth element. And the water element is something like clear, like logic. They like to do things step by step. 1, followed by 2, followed by 3, and then 4. All right. So these are the persons that this is how they do things. All right. Step by step, logical, systematics. And you look at the water elements, right? The water elements. So these are the persons, these are the leaders that calm, very cool feeling, and they tend to be very care about their people, right? They care about the people, and they do not like conflicts, right? They do not like conflicts. And the fire elements, fire elements will be something like very high energy, very enthusiastic. They are very creative. They have many ideas. All right. I still remember when I met Amelia. That was in 2016 in Philippines. In Philippines, right?
I think before we met the first time in Singapore.
Yeah, Singapore first, and then in Philippines. Singapore was very short.
In the Tetraelements certification.
Correct. So in Singapore was very short, but in Philippines we spent 3 days together, and I can feel Amelia's energy, right? Yeah. So these are the 4 elements in short, right? These are 4 elements. So how is it going to do with the leaders, right? So what are you going to do with leaders? Let's see. All right. Yeah. So for me, I like to look at things in the 4 elements. I like to look at how to make a person become a successful leader. So that's why we say the leadership success. Yeah. So earth element, if you look at this picture, the mountain, right? You look at this mountain. So what comes to your mind about the mountain, right? So the leaders will be very factual. They want to know what are the facts. So they want to know, they want to make decisions, very decisive, and they are sometimes bold. Come, let's go, jalan. And they will just go, right? And sometimes they will just, and people will feel that why this person is so blunt, right? Yeah. So these are the earth elements kind of leaders. Maybe around you have people like this, right? So this kind of leaders, and they are always very firm, right? Yeah. So from there, I look at that. So for this kind of earth element leaders, so what are the things that he's very good at? All right. So this kind of leaders, he's very good in goal setting, right? Whether he or she will set some objective. So usually it can be long term, short terms, but they are always say that when I do this, I will make it happen. From goal setting, and they like to make decision. They like to say, okay, good, and let's do it. They like to take decision. They like to, and also that they are very good in managing execution. Means that they are good in make things happen. Right? They are very good in making happen. Determination. They do not give up. So they do not. Difficult. I will not do. But they will say that yes, I will do my best. Right? So these are kind of the earth element leaders. So what we are going to do now, I want to hear from you. All right? I want to hear from you. I'm going to go through earth, air, water, fire. So every time at this point, I will hear from you. So what will be one thing that you want to do? You can write down. If you have a piece of paper, you can write it down that. So for each one of the area, so what will you do? How will you do goal setting? So how will you improve your decision making? So how would you improve your execution? How would you become more determinations? Okay, all right. So we'd like to hear from you. And what we're going to do now is very quickly, I'm going to show you some picture. All right. So over here, you can pick one of the picture, look at it that, so this is what kind of, how is it related to you as an earth elements leaders? What will be one thing that you want to focus on to develop your earth leaderships? All right. Hear from you. You can type, you can talk. We can have about 3 to 5 minutes. Anybody would like to talk about the earth elements behavior? We open for 3 to 5 minutes.
Oke, teman-teman boleh open mic juga. Kalau ini boleh pilih satu foto yang merepresentasikan tadi ya, earth element. Kalau mau share bahasa Indonesia nggak apa-apa, nanti aku bantu terjemahin. Atau juga boleh share di kolom chat. Ada yang mau share kah? Let's check.
Let's hear from you.
Earth.
Or you can type in if you want to type.
Yeah.
But if you type, I cannot read. I would like to hear from you.
Okay, anyone wants to share earth element? Yeah. Check.
Any of the picture that you like that it says something very much similar to you. Yeah. The way that you do things like Earth.
Cita wants to share.
Cita,
you can
yeah.
Open your mic. Satu foto yang merepresentasikan elemen earth tadi ya. Lady who is eating ice cream. Cita, you want to open your mic? Hi, Cita. Yeah.
Hi. Good evening.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yes, Cita, we can hear you.
Okay. I picked the lady who is eating the ice cream.
Boleh agak keras, Cita?
Halo?
Ya. Okay. Yeah. The lady who is eating ice cream.
Yep. Is it ice cream?
Yes. Yeah, that one. So what do you think about it?
Because saya pakai bahasa Indonesia aja ya.
Boleh.
You can speak in Bahasa Indonesia and Amelia will help me to translate.
Okay. Karena sekarang kan fotonya berubah-ubah tapi cenderung panas ya. Jadi saya pilih es krim.
Okay, thank you, Cita. Because in this time now the weather is changing a lot. That's why she chose the ice cream.
Oh, so how is it relate to a earth element leaders?
Nah, bagaimana itu terkoneksi dengan elemen earth terkait dengan leadership? Ayo Cita dengar?
Halo?
Ya, bagaimana ini terkoneksi dengan leadership, tapi dari sisi elemen earth-nya?
Somebody asked me to show the earlier slides. Yes, yeah.
Oke. Satu hal yang Anda terkoneksi gitu ya, atau jadi key fokusnya di earth element, Anda boleh memilih satu foto yang ada di slide berikutnya. Oke, Cita kayaknya suaranya kecil. Oke, Rehman, maybe Cita, aku invite yang lain ya untuk sharing ya. Thank you ya Cita.
Thank you,
Rehman,
Cita.
Yeah, we can invite other person.
Lily
Yeah.
Johan, yeah.
Okay, hello.
Hi, Lily.
Hi. I choose this one.
The food that hanging upside down. Okay. Okay. Is it
to the
this one?
Related to the type of art, type of leadership. This person is a woman. Reflect to the item. She want to give a direction to others. First, it's like the type of this leadership. They will be lead others. He want others follow her instruction.
This one?
Yes.
So this is how you understand about the earth element leadership, that you will give instructions and tell people what to do.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Lily. We can hear for one more. Anyone?
Ada lagi yang mau sharing? Actually, there are a lot of people who share in the chat room.
Can you help me, because I don't understand what they type? I only can see.
Sure.
Yeah.
The man who played the pancho, and then the
Okay.
girl with the boys. And then the ladies, the same card with the one that Lily chose.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, the foot like hanging upside down.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this one also, right? Is it?
Yeah. Pak Sigit, you want to share the foot that like hanging upside down?
Okay. If I might share what I see, actually, an earth people is not afraid taking a risk. From the picture, just hanging upside down is already taking a risk for he or herself. So I think the picture itself is mostly present about earth people itself, because they take the risk for themselves and they face it. Something like that. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. So let me continue. Right. Yeah. Right. So these are the earth element. As the earth elements leaders, we want to learn about. These are the 4 things. Yeah. So after the sessions tonight, you might want to write down your own personal roadmap. So what are some of the things that you want to do more, you want to enhance? All right. Yeah. So element is just like the clear blue sky, right? Like the clear blue sky. Yeah. So these are the things about they are very logical, means that 1 plus 1 will be equal to 2. But if you talk to the fire elements, they will say 1 plus 1 equal to 4. Alright, so air elements is very logic, and they are very orderly. They want to do things step by step. A, B, C, right? Yeah, so they want to follow step by step, and they want to be very accurate. Yeah, so so for example, my wife, so if I go to supermarket to buy things with her, she will remember, for example, the packet of the rice. She will know that maybe is $12.55. She will remember all the details. All right, so the air elements are very good in remembering details, and sometimes that they can be small things, and they will say that, hey, why your this picture is singing, is slanting. So I have last time one of my boss, so every time I will go to the meeting and he come into the conference room, come to the meeting, he will comment about why the table is not straight and why the picture are slanting. So they like everything to be in a very perfect situation. I can see some of you are smiling, right? Yeah, so maybe your wife or maybe your husband or maybe some of your colleague is like this, right? Yeah, so the air elements leader, so these are the air elements leaders that they are very good at. So if you want to develop some of this quality, and this is something for you to consider: strategic planning, the management skills, how to manage people, and these are the persons that self-discipline. All right, means that every day, every time they will do things at a certain time, certain timing, and then they will always follow it, very disciplined, and the lead by example. So they will do it, and when they tell the employee, they tell the team members, come, we must submit our proposal on time, and they are always on time. All right, so they always lead by examples. So these are the elements. They focus on system, on structure. All right. Yeah, so same things. So what will be one things that you want to develop in one of this area? All right, so let's hear. And some of these are new pictures here now. So what will you think that what will be one thing for you, right? For you, that you want to talk about the air elements of leaderships, and then you want to learn more about the air element leaderships.
Oke, foto lagi teman-teman. Jadi Anda bisa memilih satu foto yang merepresentasikan air element dari leadership, ya.
Yeah. Some say, I think the man and the boy in the side of the lake. Okay. And some say that air elements are the perfectionists. Yeah. Siapa yang kenyak gitu gupa sangat rapi. What's the meaning? Yeah.
Who is like that?
Oh, why are you like that?
Yeah, why are you like that?
Oh.
Very tidy.
Yeah, color pencil. Why color pencil?
Bu Santi.
Shanti? Why color pencil is very much like the air elements leadership's quality?
Mana nih Bu Santi? You can open your mic, Bu Santi. Hai Bu Santi. Because it's very structural.
There are two pictures here. Which one are you referring to? This one or this one?
Yang mana Bu Santi nih? Yang atas atau yang bawah nih? The top one.
The top one.
Oh, Vera, it's different. Hi Bu Vera, you want to open your mic? Top one. Bu Santi said top one, Raymond.
Why?
There's also Dr. Dito. The two funny frogs.
Yeah, why two funny frogs?
Yeah, Pak Dito, you want open your mic?
Yes, I want to explain my opinion.
Yes.
Because as far as I know, the frog represents the air elements of leadership, because we know that the frogs can only singing when the rain's coming, and the metamorphosis of frogs, it can be step by step, yeah, like that.
Ah,
It
nice.
is,
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah, nice.
By the way, Raymond, I am curious because Pak Dito, are you in Taiwan?
yes, I'm in Taiwan now.
Oh, Dr. Dito? Yeah, you're in Taiwan.
Dr. Dito.
Yes,
But you are Indonesian.
I'm Indonesian, but I'm now as a PhD student at Taipei Medical University now.
Wow. Good,
Oh,
good, good, good.
okay.
Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah.
You have a PhD student here.
Yeah. Can we hear for one more? One more? Anyone would like to share about these elements?
Ya,
Saya suka yang lompat.
yang lompat. Who's speaking?
Karolus.
Oh, Pak Karolus. Yes,
Ya.
hajar Pak.
Ya, saya suka yang lompat itu, memberi contoh.
Oh, the
memberi
one who
keteladanan.
jumping.
Ya.
Which
Lompat
one?
di
This
air
one?
itu ya. Bukan. Dekat pensil ya. Di bawah kuda.
Pencil. Oh, beside the pencil, Raymond, in the middle.
Oh,
Di
okay,
bawah
okay.
kuda.
This
Ya,
one.
yes.
Sini,
Ya,
sini.
Ya, betul.
Ah, okay.
Ya, itu menunjukkan keteladanan. Contoh di depan dulu, contoh. Ya.
That's represent an example, leader as an example.
Yeah.
That
Lead by
you do
example.
first. Yeah, lead by example.
Lead by example.
Yes.
Bagus. Okay, good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Terima kasih.
Carolus.
Thank you. Anybody else? Crayon tip because they arrange well. Okay, that is from Marian. Was it from Marian?
Angelia Marlin. Who?
Yeah.
Yes.
This one. Okay, they arrange it nicely.
No, the woman and the man that sit on the sofa.
The man. Oh, the man and the lady on the sofa.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
I think because I think the sofa sits on a place, not it's a place. Better like that because it's just a structure, and then I thought the woman and the man that sit on a right place, that the hand and the handle of sofa, and then I think it's more like a look something that's more like discipline.
Oh, looks like very disciplined. They sit there and the positions.
And the structure, I mean, they put the pen on the handle like that. So it doesn't something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, and then put the lamp in the middle. It's meant for. I mean,
The lamp is in the middle. So it's very tidy, something like that. Very symmetrical, ya, Bu.
Very symmetrical. Nice. Thank you.
Thank you, Ibu.
Thank you. All right. Yeah. So that is the elements. Yeah, they are good in planning. They are good thinker. Management skills very good. They have many things to put in place. The systems very self-disciplined and lead by examples. Okay. So next we go to the water elements. Look at this beautiful water, the beautiful lake. All right. And there is always the typo is calm. CLAM. My mistake. Right? Feelings, very considerate. They always care about the people. All right. So sometimes then people is just frowning, and then they'll say, "What happened? Apa ini?" Right? So they will ask about, "So how are you?" So they are very patient. So water elements leaders they care for the peoples a lot. All right, yeah. So, but sometimes that they tend to take a little bit longer time to make decisions. All right. So the water elements leaders. So these are some of the characteristics. So these are some of the behaviors that you might want to develop. All right. So the whole idea is that we want to know about also what kind of leaders that you want to know more, and then so that you can build towards that kind of competencies. Right. So over here you can see that the communication skills is important. Right. The communication skills. They are very good in and persuading and sharing the information. They like to build trust with the people. All right. And a team, they like to do a lot of team building. They are very good in empowerment, so they will trust you and they will allow you to do more things within the team, within the company. Right. So these are the water elements leaders that we want to pay attention. All right. So this is something that if you not so good at this, so you might want to spend some time on this. Yeah. So over here, let's hear. What will be some of the things? Yeah, over here, these are some of the different pictures here now. Some are the same, some are different. So what will be some of the things that you want to pay attention for the water elements leader? Let's hear from two persons. Yeah, Miko?
Hello, Mr. Raymond. I think the picture which is represent the water element is the upper right.
Upper right?
Yep.
This one?
Yep.
Okay, why?
Because he helps his friends or his child to what I can say to the lamp.
To reach out to support.
Yep.
Good. Thank you so much, Rico.
Thank you.
Miko. Yeah. Who else? I can see some are putting in here pictures of hands.
Hi, 老师.
Hi.
Margaret is raising her hand.
Who is that?
Margaret.
Oh, Margaret. Yeah. Yes.
Hi, 老师. Okay, so for me, water element leaders look like, the card that you just have been circled, where every hand together at the center. So I see the water element leaders, they good at, connecting people. Although every people has different, different thoughts or maybe different opinion, but they are good how to connect them each other. So I think water element good in bringing harmony, I think, in a team or in a corporate.
Thank you, Margaret. Yeah. So I know that you're also a very a people person. You care about of your team. You care about the people around you, right, Margaret? Thank you. Yes. All right. So let's hear from one more, and then we go to the last one. We go to the last element. Let's hear from one more. Who would like to share?
Bu Yanti, you want to share? Bu Yanti, third
of the top left.
Yeah, the third of the top left.
This one?
I see, yes, that's the one. So I see it's a playful person. Playful first person, like, play hide and seek, hiding his eyes. But this person, she has this measurement tools in his eyes, making sure that the person she is connected to or talking to or communicate with know the criteria, the rules, So that's measurement tape in the face. So that's the water. Playful but firm.
At the same time that considerate to show people that what is she talking about.
Yes, but I mean she just giving hints. She just giving hints. So this is the what you call it, the area, you know, you can decide, you know, how to decide. This is the criteria, you know, like the measurement, how many meters, how many centimeters. You know.
Good. Thank you so much. Yeah. So if you recap that the water elements, they are very good in communicating. They will talk to you. They will not make you guess. So they like to explain. They like to talk to you. They like to build trust with people. They like to build the teams together, work together with the people. They will give you a lot of power that we call empowerment, right? Yeah. So that is the water elements. Good. Alright, so that's here. Now we come to the last one, the fire elements, right? The fire elements that is bright, you like the sun is so bright, and then they always like to talk about the possibility. They like to see that, hey, can we do this? Can we do that? Can we do different things? And they are very quick and spontaneous. They are very good at responding. They are very enthusiastic. They are very good. They have a lot of energy, but sometimes they tend to jump from one place to another place, and sometimes we call it be easily distracted. All right, so that's a fire elements. And fire elements leaders. So these are the leaders, the fire elements leaders that they are very good at. So if you want to develop your fire elements quality, so these are the 4 quality that you might want to consider. Be creative and innovative. All right. So for example, that if I ask you, can you have a dice? You have, let me see. For example, that DICE, right? Dice. So sometimes we know that dice is usually like this, right? This is the dice. How do you say it bahasa Melayu? Dice.
Dadu.
Right?
Dadu.
Dadu, right? Yeah. So this is a cube, but can you have a dice that is round, right? Yeah. So is it possible, right? So to have perfectly round dice, yeah. All right. So let's be creative and innovative for the fire elements leader. So they like to do things very different. They like to do things not the conventional way. I remember that I have one from Indonesia, one of my students that he worked in a printing company. So do a lot of printing. So he asked, can we do something different? No more printing, because that the business is going very, very bad. So the fire elements that he want to do something that very different is still a printing company, but do something different. All right. So instead of printing on paper, can we print on other things? Can we print on cloth? Can we print on other things that virtual? All right. So now that you understand that sometimes people that are designing things that not physicals. All right. So revolutions. So do things very different. And fire elements always like to look at the corporate culture. So what are the visions, right? So what are the vision, mission, and values for a company? So they like to think very far. They like to think big, and they are very passionate. All right. So these are the 4 qualities. These are the 4 qualities of the fire elements leaders. All right. So let's hear from you. That the last one now. All right. Over here. So which one do you think that will be one of the fire elements leader that you want to develop, you want to talk about?
Oke, teman-teman boleh pilih lagi nih fotonya. Fire.
Fire elements.
Fire. Ada yang mau pilih kah? Anda boleh juga tulis di kolom chat ya. Try again, Dr. Dito lagi try again. Melissa, jump to the water.
Colorful keys jumping to the water. Want to share?
Melissa want to share atau ya? Oh, Cita is raising her hand.
Cita?
Melissa is open the mic already. Ya, Mel.
Iya. Oke. In bahasa ya.
Ya, boleh.
ya melihat tadi elemen fire ya yang begitu orangnya sangat berapi-api gitu ya, terus juga bisa gampang distract juga gitu kan. Jadi sepertinya kalau aku lihat ini orang yang lompat ke air ini kayaknya tepat deh, karena dia berani gitu kan, terus juga fokus, berani, tapi ya itu dia punya tujuan sih kalau aku lihat sih seperti itu.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mel. Listening about your explanation about the fire person, like the person who jumped, it represents like courage, focus. Even he or she just jumped to the water, but they still have a purpose.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
We have someone say playing the sand here. This one.
Playing sand, ya, Dedeo ini siapa ya? Mau share, Pak Dedeo, Pak Dedeo Widyastoko.
And someone said that standing to see the sky.
Ya, oh Pak Suwarno, halo Pak Suwarno.
Ya, Bu Amel. Ya, Bu Amel.
I can see many of you responding. Some say running on the bridge. Yeah.
Masih mute, Bu.
Oh iya Pak Suwarno.
Yang orang yang berdiri ya Bu ya, yang itu yang dilingkarin sebelah kiri ya.
Oh, the person who stand.
Left side, stand.
This one?
Yes, correct. That one. Yes. Yeah.
Why is he a fire elements leader?
He standing and see the sky. The sky looks bright, and see the sea, loud.
So he's looking far. He's looking for future.
Yes, correct.
Yes. Good. Thank you.
That's all.
Thank you so much. I'm just curious that someone talk about this one. 4-color key.
4-color key.
Yeah.
Ya, Pak Juang.
Anda ya. Oh,
Ya,
Pak Juan.
langsung Pak. Silakan Pak.
Siapa nih, Bu Amel?
Pak Juan, silakan.
Oh, saya ya? Oke. So I go for the pictures with pants in the glass bowl.
Which one?
The pan with below the pyramid.
This one?
Yep.
Okay.
Why is that? I think this fire element leaders usually is very spontaneous. Sometimes it correlates to very unstructured, but still they have purpose. They still very beautiful with a lot of the colors inside the ball. And Mr. Raymond, I also have a question.
Yes.
From the previous slide. What is the correlation between fire element leaders with corporate culture?
Can you repeat the fire elements leader with what?
Corporate culture.
Corporate culture.
Oh, corporate culture. All right. So the fire elements leaders, they like to look at some things that are inspiring. So for the corporate culture, the vision and the mission will inspire the employees that to look at the big picture, and so that the employees will not just focus on every day just doing the same. They want to inspire the employees that look, the company will become the leaders in the Asia. The company can do this. Yeah. So that is something that the fire elements leaders, they are very good at, to inspire using the corporate culture.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
Yes.
Thank you.
I am fire, Pak Juan. We can discuss later.
Yeah.
Raymond, and you ask who is the person who chose the 4 keys. Thank you anyway, Pak Juan. Yeah.
Thank you, Pak Juan. Yeah.
The 4 keys.
Yeah.
Pak Sigit, you choose it. Ada Pak Sigit nggak? Hi Pak Sigit. Yeah, this one. Pak Sigit who chose the 4 keys, Raymond.
I choose the 4 keys. It's just because fire element is creative. It takes like they like to make possibilities. The keys itself is 4 type different keys, so let's say in the companies we have like four options for every things we do. The leader with fire element will try. Okay, we have plan A, B, C, and D.
Yes. Yeah, you can see that the key even here, they were designed different, right? You can see that they're very different design. They like to make things different. So every part that they design different, not only the colors, they like to be creative. Thank you, Pak Digit. All right, yeah. So, yeah. So these are the fire elements leaders. Yeah. Let me see. Let me clear all the drawing first. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So this is a very quick summary. Just now what we have talked about. Yeah. If you cannot remember many things, information, so this will be the most important. The summary of the 4 elements, right? So earth, air, water, fire, the leaders. All right. So this is what the leaders. How we want to develop our leaders. If in a company or in any of the organization, if you want to develop some of your leaders, so these are the 4 elements that you can talk about. Yeah. So very quickly, I know that it's coming up 9 o'clock very quickly. So I just want to share that. So how I use the 4 elements, not only just about the leaderships, all right? Not only just about the leaderships, like what we shared tonight, but I have also that use 4 elements. For example, coaching. I know many of you here are coaches, right? So how I do coaching of air, water, fire, and I have developed all the informations here. So every step, every bullet, there are a lot more information. So some of you say that, what about facilitations? So I also use the 4 elements and to train my facilitator. Yeah. And COVID's time, everybody is getting so stressed. So I have developed these 4 elements of mindfulness program, and I have friends want to lose weight. They are very big size. So I have created these 4 elements, how to lose weight in 90 days. Right, in 90 days. And I have also made some video about self-love. How do you take care about yourself? Love yourself during this COVID difficult period. So all this is about self. So every month, during the first day of the month, we call the new moon, I also do the goal setting. So this is my goal setting for new moon using the 4 elements. Yeah. And next one, yeah. So this is one from Philippines. One of my students want to develop programs for students so that the student can study better, can learn better. So I developed these 4 elements of learning. Excuse me. Right? And now come to the corporate. So some of you may be in the organization, corporate. Some of you are holding high positions. So this one was very important. I have shared to about 350 companies in China, another about 50 to 60 companies in Indonesia, another 30 to 50 companies in Philippines. So during the COVID, how do you sustain your business? How do you at least keep your business still survive and not to close down? So this is one of the framework I have presented, I have shared with many companies. I coach the company and help them not to close down, not to die, but to at least prepare themselves when the COVID is over. They are ready and to do better. Right? So this is business continuation success. Just now we talked about corporate culture. Yeah, so again, that how will you bring the corporate culture to your company? All right, so how will you inspire? Yeah, and this one was also introduced to a company in the company in Philippines. All right, so this is how to bring the corporate culture to a tire company, right? Yeah. Last but not least, some of you are in HR, in the talent management. So how would you recruit, deploy, grow, and at the same time keep your talents? All right. So these are the 4 elements that about the talent management. I have shared to many companies in China and also in Malaysia as well. Yeah. So these are the things that I use, the 4 elements beside the leaderships. So if you're interested to learn more, I'm having a certification programs in November and December. So there are total of 7 sessions. Yeah, so you're interested, you can always approach Amelia, let her know that you're interested in this program. And I'm giving a very special because that our National Day, the Singapore National Day is coming up. We got ourselves independent in 1965, the year of 1965. So celebrate the National Day, which is on 9th of August. So I give a special discount of 1965. Right, my usual price, you can go to the Tetraelements and search that my fee is 2500. All right, yeah. So this is what I have for you, and let's open if you have any other questions.
Okay, thank you, Raymond.
Yeah.
So teman-teman boleh kasih ini dulu, kasih virtual applause. Let us give you virtual applause. Thank you for the your ideas. And we will go to the question and answer. Teman-teman kalau mau ada pertanyaan, Anda boleh tulis pertanyaannya di kolom chat atau open mic langsung juga boleh, terkait dengan Tetraelements atau terkait dengan leadership secara umum, apapun yang Anda mau tanyakan terkait dengan topik kita malam hari ini boleh. Tapi but Raymond, before we go to the question and answer, I will share some informations, okay?
Sure.
Ya. Oke. Teman-teman yang ada di sini, kita juga akan ada sedikit buat Anda informasi sebelum kita jawab pertanyaan-pertanyaan ya. Anda boleh sambil tulis pertanyaan Anda di kolom chat. Nah, akan kalau yang pernah connect sama Sinergia, kita juga punya semacam profiling seperti itu. Ada satu ebook Build Your Leaders Charisma, ini ebook yang Anda bisa dapatkan. Dan sebenarnya di ebook ini juga ada penjelasan Anda pemimpin yang seperti apa. Di situ Anda bisa kerjakan sendiri kuesionernya dan Anda bisa gunakan juga untuk tim Anda. Ini free untuk Anda bisa download aja, itu linknya sudah ada di kolom chat. Feel free untuk download, Anda bisa gunakan itu ya. Dan ada penjelasan tentang apa sih tipe-tipe kepemimpinan seperti itu. Nah, itu informasi yang pertama untuk Anda. Kemudian yang kedua, kita juga ada hadiah sebenarnya buat Anda nih. Karena teman-teman di Sinergia juga mempersiapkan kelas-kelas leadership dan Anda sebenarnya juga bisa mendapatkan apa ya? Ada voucher nih. There is a gift voucher for the people who come here, ya. Jadi Anda bisa gunakan teman-teman ini workshop di Dare to Lead yang diselenggarakan oleh teman-teman Sinergia. Anda langsung bisa dapatkan voucher 100.000 ya. Anda bisa langsung klik itu ya, sinergiakonsultan.com/kontak kami atau sinergiakonsultan.com/ws Dare to Lead. Nah, di sana kita akan belajar sama-sama lagi. Dan kalau Anda mau dengarkan testimoni dan segala macam, Anda bisa lihat di YouTube channelnya Sinergia Konsultan. Jadi jangan lewatkan karena 2 poin ini untuk Anda semuanya. Ya, so kita akan kembali lagi teman-teman ke ini ya, pertanyaan-pertanyaan. So Raymond, there's already 2 questions. One question from Dr. Dito. Dr. Dito mau buka mic untuk tanya langsung juga boleh. Silakan.
Thank you for this golden opportunity. Yes, I have two questions, Mr. Raymond. I really appreciate your wonderful presentations. It's very inspiring for me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the first question is, which references or journals related to Tetramap leadership that you use to create that? And the second one, what kind of best leadership, based on your experience or your thinking or your opinions types, which suitable to overcome COVID-19 era? Thank you for your enlightenment. Yeah.
Thank you, Pak Dito. Yeah. Uh, Actually, I developed, or you can see that I have developed many others models beside the leadership. I have developed the BCP, the coaching, and many others models. It's based on my experience. The leaderships one is I have do a lot of programs for the military, the Singapore Armed Forces, the military. That is based on my 27 years of experience, and also that now they are still using it in the leadership programs in the Singapore Armed Forces. This month, August 20th, 20th to 27th, I am going to Brunei. The Armed Forces also invited me to do this Tetraelements for the leadership programs. All right, so it's basically is the experience that I have, and then with the Tetraelements, the 4 elements, I put it together. All right, so as for COVID, I think there is no one solutions. Every country is different. The leaderships, but I personally feel that in these COVID times, we need leaders that be able to think, to logics, and to put things in a very systematic way, and so that to help the people to overcome. So at this moment now, the leaders, my view, that I think the air elements leaders is very important, but the air elements leader will need the water elements in his team, so that to get the peoples to understand why do we need to do certain things, why do we need to go for the vaccinations, for examples. So they need to have some water elements in the teams, and so that to explain, so that to make people feel comfortable for the policies. All right, and they also need the earth elements in the teams, so that when they need to make some tough decisions, and when they need to punish, and when they need to make some very difficult kind of policy, and these are the earth elements in the team, in the leadership teams, they are able to execute and with tough and all these kind of challenges. So the fire elements is also important. I know that everyone in the COVID is so stressed. So the fire elements in the team is important, that to bring in something that for the country, for the peoples to understand, or for your companies that to see that. So what could be the future? What could be new opportunity? So we do not want just to every day so sad about the situation. We want to bring in some possibility, some vision, and some of the things that the company or the country can look forward. Yeah, so that is my view, that we want to lead by an elements leader as supported by the other 3 elements. All right, Pak Dito, is it okay? That is my view.
Thank you, Pak Dito. Okay, yeah, I actually I agree with you. The air element is very important. That it's like a synergy that we also need the water, and also the fire, and of course the earth to make it everything happen. Okay, so there's other question from Pak Mikaria. Pak Mikaria, saya translate ya. I will translate it.
Sure, thank you.
After this sharing, I understand that in one organization we can find these 4 different types. So, do you have any strategy to make a synergy between these types, so we can reach the purpose of organization? And then, is it possible to build? Is it possible in one management team? Do we need to collect every types in one team so we can have a balanced teamwork?
Okay, this is one of the very common questions when it comes to the management team. Maybe I will ask Mikaria that
Yeah, Mikaria.
Mikaria, what happened? What happened if your management teams, everyone is earth elements? Is that good? If everyone is earth elements, they make quick decisions, they are tough. So what will happen? Will they quarrel? Will they fight every day? They like to take power, right? So if everyone is in an earth element, but imagine that if this is organizations, is a social welfare organizations. So what kind of leaders that do you want? Do you want earth elements leaders in this kind of social welfare organizations? Right? So you want someone that who are care, who are considerate, but he cannot be always that been seen is too caring, because to run an organization you still need to execute. So a certain organization will be good for a certain leader supported by the other kind of leaders. Another examples, if this is a branding and marketing company, you want it to be creative. So if the leaders, if this company's leader is the air element is very high, he go into too many details, but he's not creative. If it's an advertising company, that may not be good, right? But you still need someone that fire elements at the same time that supported by others, your directors or your managers in a different element. Does it make sense?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Raymond.
You're welcome.
Oh, Ibu. I thought it's Bapak. Okay, thank you, Ibu Mikaria.
Terima kasih, Bu Amel.
Thank you, Mikaria. Yeah.
Thank you, Michelle.
I see Yanti.
Yeah, Yanti, raise your hands.
Yes. To me, is that all of us may have all of the elements in us, right? There is no, sorry. Can you hear my voice? So,
Yeah,
okay.
Bu Yanti.
Okay, so all of us have those 4 elements in us, but we have one that is the what is the hot one, or what do you call it? Okay.
Yes.
So can I say that depends on the situation? We might be a fire, we might be a water, like we might be a leader in our corporate, in our organization, but we are parents, right? We have kids. I mean, we have family to deal with. So we might be fire, we might be water. It depends on the situation. But the most elements will always show. Every time we need to decide or agree on something, that the most element will show. Is it correct, Raymond?
You are so good. So Tetramet say that we have all the 4 elements. So sometimes I do this exercise when you fold your arm. All right. So this is the one that you feel very comfortable. But you can also fold it differently. You just feel a little bit uncomfortable. So normally you have one position that you are very comfortable. So it's the same that we have all the 4. You can do this, you can do this, you can do this, you can all do different things, but you always have one that is comfortable. Right. So we call it your preference, your behavior preference. All right. Yeah. So the Tetramet is saying that we have all the 4, but you have one, and which is usually is something that you are very comfortable. And sometimes, I mean, depends. So tonight, we don't have much time, and I would usually to talk about the 4 A's. Maybe you can see my screen here. So sometimes I talk about the 4 A's. So why is it important about these 4 A's? Very quickly, the 4 A's stand for the first one. First A is talking about awareness. The second A is talking about acceptance. The third A is about how will you adapt to different situations like what you have just mentioned. And the fourth A is about taking actions. Yeah. So yes, thank you very much. And to point out that we have all the 4 elements. So tonight, what I am doing, and some of you also say that, oh, now he realized that after listening to this evening, he realized that, oh, and he is a lot more as a fire element. So this is creating awareness. And we have some other exercise. How do you accept yourself? How will you accept others? And how will you adapt, like you mentioned about in a family, at work. So you might adapt to different elements. And how will you take actions? Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Raymond.
Okay, thank you, Bu Yanti. That's interesting.
He's expert. He's already advanced.
Yeah.
No, I just hear it from Amelia a few days ago.
Ah.
I'm really interested to know deeper. So that's
Thank
why
you, thank you, thank you. Yeah.
You will, Bu Yanti. We will prepare for you. Okay, so actually, thank you teman-teman for dropping your questions. But we don't have enough time to answer all of your questions. That's why I also dropped Raymond's Facebook there. So Raymond, I hope you don't mind with the, yeah. And actually, there's a question from Pak Juan that about why Singaporean Army use Tetramet. Do you mind if I drop the article that we have?
Yes, you can share with them.
Oke,
Yeah.
oke, Pak Juan, saya share ini aja ya, artikelnya sebentar. Jadi Anda bisa membaca itu. And then there's another question. Is it possible the earth type of leader has another element such as water type? I think you already mentioned it in 4A, awareness, and finally you can adapt. And then 1% can combine from 4 elements.
Yeah, it's a 4 A's. Yeah.
I think all of us have 4 elements, right?
Yeah. So actually, if you I just maybe I know that the time is very tight. Maybe I just share very quickly. So when you do a test to find out that what is your elements, for examples, so this is a score, right? So this is so there is a score here. So there's a score maybe 30. So this is 0. So this is earth, air, water, fire, right? So what happened is that if your this top 2, the score is very little difference. And these two elements will be very easy to change here and there. You're very good in these two. All right, very comfortable. Right, so this is one scenario. And the other scenario is that if the top and this one, the other two, right? So here, this is very big. All right, it's very big. For example, more than 10. And this one, you'll become that you are very prominent. You still can do these three, but it's just that will be the elements that you are very, 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 very comfortable and difficult. It's not that cannot, it's just that take a lot more effort to develop the other three elements behavior. All right, yeah, so tonight we don't have time to go into all these details, but thank you for the good questions.
Yes, okay. So I already dropped the link. That's a bonus. That's a gift for all of you here. The Tetra map. It's the link from Tetra map about mindset shift in the military. So you can go to the link and explore why they use the Tetra map in the organization. And of course, teman-teman, if you want to learn more about Tetra map, Anda mau belajar lebih lanjut tentang Tetra map, Anda tertarik mau dapetin informasinya, Anda boleh DM ke Instagram saya ya. Kalau WhatsApp nanti kebanyakan. Anda boleh DM ke Instagram saya, udah saya drop di kolom chat @ameliahirawan. Selain itu tadi oleh teman-teman Sinergia juga sudah di drop di kolom chat. Ini ya informasinya ada ini. Kalau Anda ingin terkoneksi dengan kami, Anda bisa connect dengan itu Instagram saya, kemudian Facebook saya, dan juga Instagram dan Facebooknya Raymond. Jadi teman-teman bisa meluncur ke sana. Sabar aja kalau belum kebales ya, karena mungkin banyak. Dan juga selain itu mau mengingatkan ada tools gratis untuk tahu self leadership Anda. Anda bisa masuk ke link itu ya, sinergiakonsultan.com/leaders day gitu. Kemudian selain itu kita juga akan ada online workshop Bidar Tulit. Anda bisa langsung klik linknya untuk dapatkan informasi, dan pastinya apa sih yang dipelajari di sana, Anda boleh klik testimoninya dari workshop Bidar Tulit. Nah, itu informasinya. So thank you Raymond for sharing. I know a lot of question. It's very surprising for me. Even this is a new things, and some of us still struggling to understand the language, but I think there are fire already because their enthusiasm. The last point, we already prepare a short poll before you leave this Zoom room, because I really want to know, it makes me curious. What preference do you think represents yourself? This is the Tetra element. You can choose, teman-teman. Anda boleh pilih ya. Earth, air, water, fire.
Wow, good. Yeah, please type in your what do you think about yourself? Yeah.
Yeah, because it's good. At least we can understand. We aware. The first A. We aware about ourselves. Water, fire, water. Okay, 30% from the participants. Go. Pokoknya aku tunggu sampai 50% ya. We will wait until at least 50%. Okay, 44, 45,
47.
48. Ayo lagi, siapa yang belum? 49. Okay, 50%. Water. Oh gosh, okay, water. Welcome to Water World. 50%, Raymond, what do you think?
Actually, this number is quite consistent to many countries I go to. It's very consistent. Most of the people that I met, a lot are water elements. And then depend on the organization. I mean, for the rest of you, you can guess in the military. in the military, so what will be the highest in the military leaders? All right, you can make a guess. Maybe next time it is an opportunity I can share with you. Yeah, so the leaders, that means the top leaders. So what elements in the military, the top leaders? Yeah, but in many countries I go, a lot are water elements. In Philippines, in Indonesia, in Malaysia, and these are a lot of countries when I met, a lot of water elements.
Is it maybe because we are Asian country, but don't enter it?
I don't know yet. I only go to the Asia country. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so once again, thank you teman-teman yang udah hadir. Thank you Raymond for sharing. So I hope next time we can learn more from you and in a very in a deeper level. And before we close this Zoom, teman-teman boleh open kameranya dan kita akan foto sebentar. Ya. Okay, let's open your camera and let's make a photo. Ya. Oke, Mas Wisnu udah ya. Mas Wisnu, boleh dihitungin Mas Wisnu. Boleh deh kita kasih, we can give a heart, kita bisa kasih hati buat Raymond jadi biar Zoom-nya rame. Ya, oke. Boleh kasih hati terus ya.
Oke, saya hitung ya. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Itu yang pertama, lembar pertama, teman-teman.
Second page.
Page 1. Yeah. Oke, lembar kedua. 1, 2, 3.
Oke, terima kasih sekali lagi teman-teman. Thank you Raymond.
Thank you semuanya.
Stay safe.
Thank you Raymond.
Thank you. I hope I can meet you soon.
Thank you teman-teman Sinergia.
Terima kasih teman-teman.
Terima kasih ya. Ya.
Terima kasih.
ini.
Ya. Kasih Pak Dito. Cepat pulang Pak.
We have 180 people just now.
Wow.
Oke, Pak Dede, matur nuwun. Pak Karolus, Bu Febi. Thank you semuanya. Bu Yanti, terima kasih ya.
Saya yang terima kasih Mbak mengenalkan ke Tetraelements.
Iya, ayo toh pensiun bersama Raymond.
Mengintrik saya.
Iya. Podo-podo pensiun nih loh.
Iya. Gue konco loh. Apa di Air Force-nya Singapura.
Oh iya.
Pensiunan Air Force-nya Singapura. Air Force juga kayak Raymond.
Nah loh, iya. Bu Lili mah ort sekali mah, 100% dia mah. Bu Bianti, thank you. Mbak Ermila, makasih juga. Dia pilih apa? Ort, air, water, fire?
Water,
wes jelas.
tentunya jelas itu.
Iya, kayak Kak Jai.
Ayam.
Water
fire saya.
Wis.